Klarpul just gifted me their cordless vacuum cleaner, and I got this because it is getting rave reviews. Many people are loving this vacuum, and it comes at a very affordable price compared to a lot of the stick vacuums I've been testing lately. So let's unbox it and see how it does. And I love pictures like this because it tells me immediately that this vacuum will stay upright wherever you put it. That's always really nice with stick vacuums, as a lot of them, you have to lay them down flat when you're not using them. They're too top heavy. And this is how it comes. It's really well packaged. Now it looks like it has a lot of parts, but this is actually wonderfully simple. You have your main bottom, which has the powered spinner, and you can pop this spinner out on the side here for easy cleaning. Really key to be able to take these out so easily. I appreciate how nice they make that, and it just locks back into place just like that. It has full rotation. It can go quite flat, meaning you can really fit this under just about anything, which is really nice. Full rotation there. Then you have a couple other accessories. This is more of your upholstery tool. It has the brush you can pop up or down, and then you have your focused nozzle. Then the main tubing, which is extendable, is metal. Everything else is plastic, so there is a lot of plastic. That's totally normal in vacuum cleaners. And this just hooks right on to the main vacuum, and then you'd hook this to whatever you want to use the vacuum with, just like that. So that's how it'll be normally, but really easy to take these apart and use whatever attachments you want. And of course, this is the vacuum itself. What I'm noticing off the bat is it's wonderfully light, but that's mostly because I haven't attached the battery, but even the battery isn't too heavy, and it just slides right on and locks into place. So this feels really nice. Once I put that battery on, it is feeling a little more awkward, but still not as heavy as a lot of handhelds I have tested. Right here is where you would dump the bin, and this is a larger bin than a lot of the stick vacuums I have tested. So I really love that. This can really vacuum up quite a bit before you have to empty it. And then you can remove this entire bin. Just press this black button right here, and you just pop that right off. And you'll see that this came off, and right here, you can pull this out too. This is your HEPA filter. You have two different filters. This is gonna stop all the solids from going into the HEPA filter, and then you have this filter here, and this is washable. So you can wash this and reuse this over and over again. Just make sure it fully dries between uses. And thankfully, they give you two, so you can just swap these out as you're cleaning one or the other. Really nice there. This isn't always the case. I really appreciate this. And then when you're ready to use it, you will just pop it right on here. And before I put this whole tank on, I do want to show that you should be able to take apart this entire element too. There it is, and maybe even take this apart. Yes, so you can clean everything out here. That is a key piece, is to be able to take this all apart. And then it does just slide all back together and then clips right on. Just make sure this little piece is really on there, or ideally put it on this side, as it'll keep it in a better place when you pop this on. And to pop it on, the easiest way is to look for this little latch here, put it on the plastic latch there, and then just push close till you hear it snap. Now before I turn this on, I just want to show a few more pieces. It does have this wall hookup, so you can just slide it right here and have it sit like that, and that will hold the accessories as well. So you can have both of these accessories just locked right onto this wall holder, and the rest of the vacuum will of course be one piece. This doesn't account for your extra HEPA filter. You will have to put this to the side. It does also have a little cleaner, and yes, you do get the hardware to attach this to the wall. Now, one thing I do want to point out with this is that this wall attachment will not charge the vacuum. You do still need to plug the vacuum in, and that's with this cord right here. It is a 6-foot cord, so you will need to have this within 6 feet of an outlet or extension cord. And so this plugs right into the side of the battery right there. Now, when this is fully charged, one of the things I really appreciate about this is they actually give you the amount of time the battery will last with what level you're using. So when the battery is fully charged, Klarpul promises that this will last for 60 minutes, 1 hour on low, 30 minutes on medium, and 16 minutes if you're running it constantly on high suction. I really, really appreciate that, as a lot of the cordless vacuums I test, people complain all the time being like, why is my vacuum running out in 20 minutes? And it's because pretty much all of us like to have our vacuums running on maximum. It is one of the reasons you have a vacuum, is you want to go by and get as much suction as possible. And I do appreciate that they're honest up front about that. Those are the battery times that I have come to expect from these vacuums. Totally normal. So yes, if you want to get that quick vacuum of your whole home, you'll probably want to run this on low. But if you're vacuuming a single space and want that really good suction, vacuum on high. Now I'm about to put it to the test, but first I just want to turn it on for you. And when you turn it on, low is very nice. Low decibel, really lovely. It tells me how much time it has left, and it looks like it is already fully charged. And then I can press this little button on it, and it'll go up to medium, and I can press it again to go to high. Now high gets really loud, especially when it's right next to me, so I don't know how much you heard me, but yes, this is a touch screen. So that's really nice, and it does give you how much time you have left, lets you tap through the different levels, and then of course you have your on and off button. Now let's put this to the test. So for testing, I'm doing a bit of a mean test here. These are wet coffee grounds, not the easiest for any vacuum. I like to put vacuums to a real test. Let's see how this goes. So let's just go for it. I'm going to do this on high just because I know this is already a mean test. Now off the bat, this is even harder because I put this on a carpet that this is strong enough to suction up even in the middle of the carpet. So I am gonna have to vacuum on low. Let's go. Now it cannot vacuum up the fact that coffee does actually stain, but it did vacuum all the grounds immediately. So that's really, really impressive. I'm really liking how strong this is. I did not expect it to be that powerful. Let's just do a little bit more vacuuming here. I want to see how well it fits under this couch. No problem at all. And even though I don't need to, I could have this at a higher level. Let's go test it on some heavier pile carpet. Okay, now we're on medium pile carpet. I already am expecting greatness from this vacuum. I am very impressed. Let's go. And I'm gonna put it on medium again. I am incredibly impressed at this vacuum. It has higher suction than some of the high-end vacuums I have tested, and it is at a much more affordable rate. Let me vacuum the rest of this up real quick here. This is comparable to how well my canister vacuum does. It's doing an excellent job. It's pulling up everything immediately, and you can see from the container that it really is sucking up a lot more than just the debris I've thrown on the floor. There's already a ton of cat hair and other gray debris in there that had to be from this tiny section here. I am incredibly impressed with the Klarpul. I did not expect it to be this good. If you are looking for a handheld vacuum that actually will impress you at a great price, this is it. There it is in low, medium, high. Right now it says it has 50 minutes left. If I leave it in high, it will go down faster. But if I put it in low, it really will last a long time. And it really does an excellent job. Even that light is a fantastic add-on, as it really helps me see what I'm doing, giving me all the angles. This is one nice vacuum. If you're still watching, this is the vacuum for you.